the scores, all the highlights, and the greatest fans. You're watching Mid-Michigan's original Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on the first edition of Hometown Hoops 2015. I'm Corey Kopic, and what an exciting show we have for you tonight. Several Mid-Michigan games were canceled due to the last night's storm, so if you don't see them, that's probably why. We're going to start it off tonight with our game of the week. Flint Northwestern was looking to maintain their unbeaten record as they played host to Saginaw Heritage. Now, Heritage hasn't played their best basketball yet this year. They entered the night 1-3, but as far as Northwestern was concerned, all that meant was that they were due. Northwestern head coach Napoleon Petaway said before the game he has been happy with his team's effort and toughness this year, and tonight that was on display. We're going to pick this up in the first half. Crisp passing leads to easy buckets. Deontay Hopkins tallies a three from the corner, and Northwestern takes the early lead. The Wildcats apply full court pressure, and it pays off. Troy Brown comes up with a rip, and he throws it ahead to Rashad Johnson, who throws it down. Wow, can that kid jump? Heritage fights back. Brian Wyatt gets into the lane and hits the little jumper to cut the lead back to 2 on the next Hawk possession. Ryan Miller misses badly from the corner, but there's Quincy Irway for the rebound and the putback, and the game was all tied up. That was about as close as they would get, though. Later in the period, Johnson again off the inbounds pass finishes the game with 20 points and 14 rebounds as Northwestern mollywops Heritage 85-48. On to girls basketball we go. Swan Valley at Chesaning. We're going to pick this up in the third quarter. Swan Valley up 7 at the half. They get moving to start. Kayla Fong bounce pass to Keely Atkins for the baby jumper off the glass. The Vikings are up 9. Later in the quarter, Chesaning's Taylor Murphy gets it inside to Caitlin Cross, who goes over her shoulder for the and one to bring the Indians within 5. On to the fourth quarter now. More Tribe. The shot from the outside is no good. Anna Devoto with the rebound, put back and one. The Indians cut the lead to 3. But Swan Valley, at the end of the day, just too much. Lauren Addy swings it to Chelsea Larson for the long 2. Swan Valley wins a close one tonight, 30-28. Back to boys basketball we go. Essexville-Garber was on the road at Birch Run. First quarter, Andrew Thompson lobs it over to Kevin Hahn, who sinks the basket for the first bucket of the game, and Birch Run has the early lead, but Essexville strikes back when Logan Blossom passes to Blake Oakes, who sinks the high arcing shot. The Duke boys go up by 1. Essexville strikes again. Desmond Glaza goes with a crossover, and he hits the little baseline runner as they extend their lead to 2. Essexville stays hot. Jordan Noonke drops a bomb from behind the arc, and the lead goes up to 5 at that point. Then Birch Run's offense would come to life. Peyton Miller goes up strong for the lay-in, and that cuts the lead down to 3. And then later in the period, it's Blossom to Cameron Moore, who drops it in for the deuce. Essexville wins 49-43. Back to girls basketball we go now. Shepherd was at number 3 Bullock Creek tonight. First period, Bullock Creek is off and running. Madison Hill gets the pass ahead to Hannah Helt for the lay-in. Bullock is up by 2. Later in the period, Shepherd getting it done in a non-traditional sense. Abby Mogenberger's pass batted around and recovered by Katie Crawford. Katie puts it up and in, and we are tied. With 2 minutes left in the first period, the Lancers are on the run again. Ellie Jungle with a touchdown pass to Helt. She hits the layup, and the Lady Lancers were up by 5. Back the other way, Shepherd's Mogenberg pulls up at the free throw line. She hits the mid-range jumper. Lancers lead by 3. Later in the game, it's Madison Hill for 3. And at that point, the rout was on. The Lady Lancers win 71-41. Other scores to tell you about from around the region now. Flushing crushes Clio 61-19. These are all girls basketball scores. Grand Blanc falls to Milford 39-26. Hamady, this is the third time they've done this. They win 63-9. And then Bay City Western falls to Lapeer 39-33. The Montrose girls braced themselves for a visit from Mount Morris tonight, and the Fenton boys were on the road squaring off with Flint Kersley. We'll have more hometown hoops coming up after the break. Welcome back. The Flint Kersley boys basketball team started the day at 3-3, which was not up to the Hornets' high standards. Coincidentally, Fenton started the day 2-2, which was not up to their high standards either. Tonight, the two teams collided with both looking to raise the bar. I had better be on my best behavior because the guys from Sports Center were on hand tonight at Kearsley. Look at that. Off the opening tip, Hornets' Bryce Jenkins flies to the rack and finishes strong for the easy bucket. And Kearsley has the early lead. Fenton applying pressure early in the game, and Kearsley makes them pay. Jamarcus Ellerson Porter hits the tough runner and draws the foul. The free throw puts the Hornets up by 4. Later in the period, we're going to have a mad scramble for the ball here, and there's Ellerson Porter again. This time he goes to the jumpers. He shows off his wide array of talents. Kearsley extends their lead to 5. Off the next possession, here comes Fenton. Peyton Kaufman gets the steal and the hoop. Fenton wins a tight game tonight, 77-74. In girls basketball, Mount Morris was visiting Montrose this evening for a league showdown. First quarter, the Panthers get out to a quick start. Summer Bruce inbounds to Linda Allen for the easy bucket. Panthers are up 8 early. Later, the Rams get inside to Alexis Rush for the 2 in the paint, and they're down 6 at that point. Late in the first half, Montrose's Ellery Barnett with a hope and a prayer at the buzzer, and she hits. The three-pointer is good. That cuts the lead to 11-8 after 1. On to the second quarter we go. Mount Morris takes over. Bruce with the steal and the finish. The Panthers with a 9-point lead, and they never look back. Mount Morris wins 54-36. Back to boys basketball we go. Carroll was at Frankenmuth tonight. Even the Smallets fans were dancing in the stands because Frankenmuth had the first half lead. Third quarter, Sam Bookmeyer gets the easy layup over the head of the Carroll defense there. 31-14, the Eagles were up. Zach Jansen dishes to Colton Zimmer, who hits a little gimme to make it 33-14. Carroll has a little fight left in him here off the inbounds pass. Brendan Tomlinson shows off some nice touches. He hits the jump hook. Carroll cuts the lead to 17. On the next possession, Tomlinson beats everyone down the floor as he gets the layup and the foul. It's 42-24 Eagles. And then check this out. Nice pass. Grant Bonner with a snazzy pass to Mario Whitley, who finishes strong at the rim. Frankenmuth wins 73-36. Back to girls basketball we go. Nouvel was at Midland tonight. Second period, the Chemics were down 5. Madison Berry passes to Jaden Williams, who cashes in on the turnaround. Nouvel hits back. Bregan Klein gets it ahead to Savannah Himmelin, who hits the baseline jumper just inside the three-point circle. And then the Chemics, Alexander Van Sermon responds with a three-pointer, and we have ourselves a tie ball game. Nouvel's Nicole Buckingham is at it, passing it to Emily Long, who muscles it in for 2, and the Panthers lead by 1. Then Emily Krusch gets nothing but net off this gorgeous little runner here. The Chemics win 60-57. More scores now from around the region. We're going to go boys basketball. Bay City Central goes into Davison and gets hammered 74-48. Lutheran Seminary over Breckenridge big time, 69-38. Goodrich hammers Corunna 57-33, and it was Beecher over Lake Fenton 79-57. That's going to do it for us tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night as we bring you more high school basketball highlights, along with your Saginaw Spirit highlights as well. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time on Hometown Hoops.